2005 Range Rover Vogue HSE 4.2 litre supercharged petrol. This one, it's the big one, the 4.2 supercharged petrol. It's on a 2005. The private registration does not come with the vehicle. The vendor has in the process of taking that off, so it'll come on its original 05 plate. Bodyweight wise, we're going to start off the bonnet, work our way around onto the lovely interior, and then we'll go for an engine start up. Loving straight up the bonnet. With it being black, you do get the odd light surface scratch where it's been washed over the years, but we've got no nasty big dings or dents. Some very, very light surface scratches here and there, but that's all really to be concerned about across the bonnet. Especially for an 05 plate black car, you don't really see them like this. Headlights on the left-hand side, lovely and clear. Across the grille there, little badge on there as well. Nice and tidy across the grille. Onto the right-hand side again, no cracks in the lights on the right-hand side. Bumper corner, nice and clean on the left-hand side. A few little stone chips, but that's all we need to be concerned about on the left-hand side. The odd little light surface scratch, like I mentioned, just where it gets washed over the years. Just picks up a little bit of grit here and there. Lovely and clean once again on the right-hand side. A little bit of a scuff on the bumper here in the middle there, just between the number plate and the fog light. But apart from that, all nice and straight. As we come across onto the driver's front wing and side of the bonnet, lovely and tidy on the wing itself. As you come round the arch itself there, all nice and straight. I've got no corrosion coming through that I can see. Lovely and straight down that driver's wing. Lovely alloys all the way around. These are later Range Rover alloys, so 2013 onwards. Lovely alloys all the way around. We've got a Scorpion on there. We'll check to see if they're matching all the way around as well. And the same on the back, so Pirelli's on the right-hand side. But lovely and tidy on the wheels. Even the wheels are probably worth a fortune. As you come down the driver's door, lovely and straight down the driver's door, you've got your side steps there, all nice and tidy. Across the lower half, I've got no complaints. As you come up the driver door, there's no big dings or dents. The odd light surface scratch here and there. A few little scratches around the handle. And a bit of wear to the driver's door handle itself, which is pretty standard on these Range Rovers. No rust to the wind strip, which is nice. Tiny little bit in the corner. Wing mirror cap is uncracked. As you come up the roof there, all nice and tidy with the sunroof. The pillars are all good on the right-hand side. As you come down the right-hand side onto the rear door there, again, lovely and tidy around the handle. Some very, very light surface scratches that I see where it's been washed. All the plastic mouldings are on nice and tight. And the odd light surface scratch, but that's all to really complain about. Lovely and straight down that right-hand side. Again, unmarked wheel with the Pirelli Scorpion on the rear there. We have got a little bit of a mark and a slightly heavier scratch on the rear quarter and some rust coming through on that driver's side rear quarter. Again, pretty standard on these Range Rovers. Nice and tidy around the fuel filler cap, a little bit of a bird poo mark, but that's all there. You can see how straight it is down that whole right-hand side. Onto the rear bumper there, lovely and tidy on the bumper corner, no scuffs or scrapes. We have got a bit of a cracked lens here on the rear, on the right-hand side there, a bit of a cracked lens there. Across the lower half, no dings or dents. Normally these are all pushed up, but that's not the case. As we come across the back bumper onto the left-hand side again, scuff-free on the left-hand side. Nice and tidy across the whole of the back bumper there. Tow bar fitted with your 7-pin and your charging there for the caravans. Lovely and tidy across the lower half of the tailgate. No corrosion, which is very, very rare on one of these. Lovely and tidy across the whole back of that tailgate. And again, no rust on the tailgate itself. Normally they're always bubbled up by now. Not the case on this one. Lovely and tidy across that tailgate there. Nice dark glass as well with the aftermarket reverse camera fitted. As we come round onto the left-hand side, light lens is crystal clear. Bumper's lovely and clean and tidy. We've got a bit of corrosion again on the left-hand rear arch, same as the right-hand side, but none on the tailgate. Nice and tidy apart from that. A few little bits and pieces in the paint on the top of the rear quarter on the left-hand side, but again, very, very presentable. As you come down the passenger rear door, lovely and shiny, no rust on the door arch itself. We've got a matching Pirelli on an unmarked alloy on the left-hand rear. Across the lower half of the side steps, nice and tidy as you work your way up the plastic, up the front and rear of the passenger front door. Lovely and tidy on the passenger front door. The odd little light surface scratch again, but that's all to be concerned about. Handles are lovely and clean and tidy on the front there. Bit of wear to the rear, bit of lacquer peel on the handle itself, which you can't buy caps for these, I know that. Nice and tidy across the wind strips, not all bubbled up anywhere. Wing mirror cap, a little bit of a crack of the wing mirror cap, but the glass is all intact. down onto the front wing around the vent. Lovely and tidy once again with no rust coming through that, and see on the paint side of things on that front wheel arch. And again, a matching. So we've got Pirelli Scorpions all the way around on this. So someone's spending the money on wheels and tyres. It looks right, that's for me. Onto the interior now. Lovely and tidy on the driver's door card. A little bit of wear to the handle, but it's to be expected with the dark wood. Apart from that, no issues, no heavy wear around the window switches. The seat itself showing a bit of wear, right amount of wear with a perforated. I think these are heated and cooled, aren't they, James? Oh, they're just heated seats, are they? Normally the perforated leather wears a lot worse than this. We've got a little bit of wear on the driver's seat bolsters, but no rips or tears. And again, standard Range Rover thing there where the plastic sort of unclips itself and cracks a little bit. But apart from that, all nice and presentable. Heated steering wheel, showing some wear, but they always do. I've seen 2-year-old Range Rovers with wear on the wheel like that. Lovely and tidy across the dashboard there. All the dials are nice and clear. As you come down the centre console, all nice and tidy down the centre console there. No problems at all with that. All nice and fresh. Lovely clean headlining with the sunroof in this one. Onto the driver's rear door card. Again, lovely and tidy on the black wood. No real wear at all to the grab handle. The seat itself showing minimal wear to the seats. Lovely and clean and tidy. Again, heated rear seats with the rear entertainment package there. Lovely and tidy on the rear seats, as is the headlining from the right hand rear. Onto the tailgate now. Split tailgate working as it should. A little bit of wear to the back edge of the parcel shelf, which is pretty standard. We'll lift up the boot floor here and have a look underneath the boot floor. You've got a 5th spare alloy there. All okay on the boot floor there. Like I say, split tailgate working as it should with no issues to that. Left hand rear door. Again, door card's nice and tidy. The wood's all good. Nice and clean. The backs of the seats are lovely and tidy as well. Rear media unit in the left hand side as well. And no real wear at all to the rear seats from the left rear there. Passenger front. Again, door card's lovely and tidy. No real issues there. A little bit of wear at the grab handle. A little bit of discoloration. The seat itself showing minimal wear there. As you come up the left hand side bolster, no real wear, no creasing. Even the armrests are lovely and tidy on this one. So is the centre console.
They're never that clean, are they?
No, never. Onto the engine bay now. 4.2 litre petrol supercharged engine. James is going to fire it up for us. Firing straight into life there with no hesitation. Nice and tidy on the tick over there. No lumpy tick over, not hunting anywhere. Ticking over nice and smooth. What we will do is we'll shut this down and I'll get James to do the suspension up and down to make sure that's working. Going up as it should, nice and quick that. All the way up there. And we're going to go all the way down as well. Suspension working as it should, going all the way into access mode there. And then back to normal height, so that's all in working order. Like I say, it doesn't come with a private reg, this one. It will be back on the 2005 original registration. And there you have it, the 4.2 litre supercharged petrol Range Rover on the 05.